Hello and welcome back to Teenage Exocolonist. Where were we? I haven't been able to play for a bit because I've been busy. 12 years old. It's the quiet season. See what everybody's up to. That's right. Tonin has died. Utopia is here. Don't know much about her yet. She calls me little bro. Chief Surveyor Utopia steps casually out to bar your way while making it look accidental. Whoa there, I don't know if you're ready to head out there and join the surveyors just yet. Why don't you skedaddle and stick to sports ball inside the walls for now? Just like Tonin, we need to be tough or brave to try and convince her otherwise. That's fine. Nobody else seems to be doing anything too much right now. If you'll remember, I think it was last time we hit 33 in a couple of skills. So now our yellow cards are better, which is great because I have lots of yellow cards. And right, there's new cards available in the depot to buy with our kudos. I only have 51, so I can only really afford one thing right now. So what do we want to work on? I kind of want to get my organizing up. It's kind of like my latent strength in this game. And if we hit 33, we should get, a perk or something. Let's deliver some supplies. Get that organization and perception, which I think both are good. And Mars will like it. Show up early. Seek is there with a large stack of thin white rectangles. Is that paper? Neat. So nostalgic. We have holopalms. Why use paper? You thought paper was extinct or obsolete or whatever. The only time you've ever really used paper was in the crash during craft time. Zeke pushes the bridge of their glasses up. Actually, we'll be using a lot more paper now that we have access to such rich sources of cellulose fibers. Trees, that is. I see. Zeke is using a pen as well. You're to deliver a stack of these reports to every council member in the colony. Zeke asks you not to read them. It says it's just boring adult stuff you wouldn't understand anyway. Dr. Instance, haven't seen them before. Paper. The governor's sending messages by paper now? Is this a joke? Zeke seems serious to you. She skims the first page. And there's sensitive information in here. All the superfluous, technophobic, sentimental foolishness. You back away quietly and head to the cafeteria. Antecedent? Speaking of, I think... Oh, okay. See, I was confused. When Tonin died, I said a couple things about antecedent because I assumed that she was Tammy's mom. But I wanted to check on that. But no, she's actually Anemone's mom. I don't know. I guess I just thought everything that went down with Tammy, it was like, we immediately saw the effects on Tonin, who was her dad. And I thought since we saw Sedent right before that, I kind of got the impression that they were related. But we never really see how she reacted to the death. It might have mentioned that she was there at the funeral, though. Maybe that's where I got the idea. But she's actually Anemone's mom. Which makes sense, because she looks more like her. Anyway. Paper, what a strange idea. And oh look, Governor Udicott has even signed it. What marvelous handwriting they have. Wonder what I'm supposed to do with this once I'm finished reading it. Throwing it in a disassembler? Seems far too precious for that. Will I need to get a filing cabinet in here, I wonder? Expeditions, we see Utopia. Just leave the notices on that bench there. I'll bring them inside in a minute. Paper memos, eh? Is Udicott really that old? What's next? Toilet paper? What do they do in the toilet? Is it all bidets? Or something far worse? The moment you put the documents down, a gust of wind picks them up and they fly everywhere. You snatch from that. Should I scramble to pick them all up? Or say this is pointless and get sabotaging? Wow. I would try to pick them up. I was given a job. I don't have any reason to just abandon them. It's not my fault about the wind. But we got a blue card doing paperwork, which goes up for each unplayed card. If we were better at organizing, we could see what the papers said. Probably something that will come back up later, I'm guessing. We're not organized enough to do that. We got some loyalty. Everyone's confused why we're doing this by paper. You're a good boy. Thank you. I guess that's good. Okay. One slot will turn blue. Well, I can get up to 17. I'm not sure if I can do any better than that. I could. What could I could get up to 19. How? Sometimes I just don't see it. Do my normal sweep around, see if anybody's got something to say, but I feel like most months now, we just need to pick something to do. Or give people, you know, things we found. Let's go for it again. Anything good in the supply depot? I could get a cake now. For Mars's birthday this year, I suppose. Or we could get some more equipment. I don't know, it's a tough choice when it's all my kudos. Let's deliver again. Mars has asked you to recruit some new members for the Funtimes Club. Who do you approach? Oh no. If we were better friends with the kids, we could invite them, but I'm not yet, so... my dad, I guess? She's not gonna like that. But it was my only option. Your dad agrees to come with you to a meeting, but not before making you sit through a few stories of the mischief he got up to when he was a kid. Dad's right. When it's time to return to the club room, you give the secret knock and Mars opens the door. However, before you can get a word in, she screeches and closes it. Excuse me, did you forget club rule number 1? You start to explain through the door that your dad is pretty cool and has a lot of neat stuff in his geoponics workshop. Mars cuts in. Absolutely no adults. Andy, you couldn't even find one person our age to ask? I knew you were unpopular, but yikes a Rooney. Sorry, Mars, I spend all my time with you. Seriously, nobody found any more recruits? Do I have to do all the work around here? It's a good thing I convinced Cal and Anemone to join. Can't help it. Anemone can be vice president of kicking stuff. You know, for if we need extra security or like if we need to open a door and can't use our hands. Cal will be vice president of transportation. That'll be useful if we need to get somewhere fast. Or, if only one of us does anyway. He can deliver secret messages too. Mars makes them raise their hands. Do you promise to always be cool kids and do fun stuff together and never tell any adults about the club? First of all, nobody ever told me the rules. Secondly, I didn't have a choice, okay? Okay, I can get exactly 14 with this. Putting that in brings us down. Because it brings us down to a 1, which ruins everything. So we'll just do this to get the kudos. Perfect. Best score. I need more kudos now to buy things. Excellent. Okay, so what I have learned is that nobody really likes me. Except Mars. Is that right? She likes us a lot. Oh, if I could have invited Tangent, she would have joined the club, but I'm sure she doesn't want to. But I'm not very good friends with everybody else. Maybe we should change that. Got another egg. Maybe I should start giving out some gifts. I know that Cal likes plants. Give him this root. Likes that. Perfect. And then I want Anemone to like me too. I don't really know what she likes. She sneezes 8 times. What about eggs? How do you feel about eggs? She likes them. She likes eggs. Perfect. Anemone, you get all the eggs I find, okay? I will bring them all your way. Yeah. Does anyone want to hang out with me now that I'm very persuasive? Or creative? Maybe not. You're looking for Cal in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else, one of the younger kids, and they're blindfolded. Hey! It's Cirrus, one of Anemone's brothers. I was almost done. Cal jogs over and grabs Cirrus in a friendly headlock. Dude, you were so close. It's not fair. I almost got it that time, and he got in my way. It's not his fault. He didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec. I want to teach him how to play. Here we go. We're going to get in with Cal and Anemone's brother. Maybe. Sorry, Andy. I was teaching Cirrus a new game, but he's more like Anemone than I thought. Real competitive, you know. I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games other than sports ball. No winners or losers. I just want to have fun with my friends. Do you want to learn how to play? This kid, I like him. He gets it. I feel like there's going to be clashes later when Anemone and maybe Mars get like more aggressive and Cal's just like, let's just be friends, guys. I don't know. We'll see. Yes, I would like to do that. Radical. So first put on this blindfold. It's scratchy and smells like dirt. You can feel Cal's big hands. I'm going to spin you around, and when I let go, you got to listen to my instructions. We're going to walk all the way to the cafeteria. I see. First, you got to walk forward 10 steps. Do you follow his instructions or make things difficult for him? Why would I do that? Make him work for it. Why would I do that? I'm going to do my best. Now turn to your right and take 15 steps. Ah, we need 10 empathy to get it right, which I have. Cal's laughing. I forgot how much bigger I am than you. You're like 2 more steps away. Awesome. Now hit the door button on the right and then keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slowly. You open the door and start to walk forward. The path slopes downward and your feet slip a little bit, even though you're moving as slowly as you can. Real dirt is nothing like the metal floors of Stratospheric. It's turbo rocky here. Just keep going forward slowly. I would trust him, but I don't have enough empathy. Ah, we tripped. We're crying. Are you okay? It's not my fault. I'll be a better helper next time. He asks if you want to get some Watato juice in the cafeteria. Alright, well, if we had more empathy, we maybe could have gotten a little more out of that, but that's okay. Yeah, I want someone to be like, "My, you're so creative. Here's a bunch of presents." Sorry, I can't talk now. I'm on my way to command. Plus, I get the first pick of all the best stuff. Ah, we're friends. I could ask if I could work there with her. If I was, oh, more loyal, I could just go to Seek and ask for a job. Can I work there with you? I suppose it is a lot of work to do alone, and I do like you. We should stick together. That's all I care about. Nice. Whatever Mars does to pull Administrator Seek's strings works because an hour later you get a message from them on your holopalm. They're dubious that you'll be able to rise to the responsibilities, but that's nothing new. Seek is dubious about everyone and everything, but they agree Mars would be more efficient if she had someone else to keep an eye on her. That's all me, baby. We can be depot clerk now. That's cool. I would like to do that. All right. Working in the depot. We get organizing and persuasion. 9 kudos as opposed to 5. Okay. So we don't get the... I kind of want the perception, but the persuasion can be useful too, I'm sure. So let's work in the depot. Seek rolls their eyes when they see you report to the depot for your first day. Oh, it's you. Well, at least you might learn something useful while you're here. The depot is where the precious nano printer lives. Seek lords over it like a tyrant, and they don't like children. All things that I've gathered. People submit requisitions for the nano printer through this portal. It's your job to program the correct routine into the nano printer to fulfill their order. Mark it for delivery or pickup. And we almost never have a delivery person available. It's okay for the first hour or so because no one puts in a requisition. So I could sleep, which I feel like I'll miss an order. I could catch up on some homework. Or I could clean. I would probably clean. I hate doing homework. I wouldn't want to do it in the first place. But having a clean depot sounds good to me. We'll get more organizing. There isn't a lot to organize as you don't store a lot of stuff here except for things that people need all the time, like toothpaste. You mop. You're jerked back to reality by haptic pulse. Your first order. Elbow grease, 1 gallon from Cal. Very funny. But I'm not smart enough to figure out that this is a joke, so we're gonna do it. Not finding elbow grease in there. You're about to punch in the parameters for something similar when you hear someone laughing behind you. OMG, are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? Andy, that's not even a thing. Here, I saved you from being a nullhead today. Now you owe me one. She hops on the depot counter and crosses her legs. I am so totally relieved to have you as my assistant here, Andy. Finally, someone to haul boxes and fetch things. Let's see. I could say I should be in charge. I can just agree to it. She likes when people, you know, push on her too. Your assistant. I should be in charge. Yeah, she likes that. I don't care which one of you is in charge as long as the work gets done. Wait, did you wash the floors? Well, that does deserve a reward. Here you go. Awesome. Kudos. All right. That all worked out, even though I'm kind of dumb. I'm the dumb one in the colony. I can't help it. But I'm a good talker. That's what matters, maybe. Okay. One card becomes blue. We can do something here. Get 19. Well, I can get 20. This really doesn't do anything for me. I need to forget my baby memories. They do not help. I'll take 20. Could have gotten 22. Your dad comes back from work one day looking seriously under the weather. Uh-oh, here we go. Dad's gonna get sick and die. He's pale with deep circles under his eyes and keeps sneezing. It's fine, it's just all this pollen in the air. It's gunking up the old air tubes. Your mom frowns and crosses her arms. We did, so why isn't it bothering me? Maybe I'll go for a stroll outside the gates later. He's gonna die of some sort of illness. You need rest, not machismo. I don't have a macho bone in my body, foo-foo. And I have to fertilize the corn and the pixie beans this week. Yep, he's getting sick. Huh. Holding the handkerchief away from his face. It's bright fuchsia pink and glittering in the light. That's weird. Then his eyes roll back in his head, his knees buckle. Oh, jeez. Chief Engineer Instance takes your dad's vitals and gives him a cursory look over, but she seems satisfied with what she sees. The explorers have started calling this the Shimmer. It's an airborne environmental toxin likely in the pollen fog. Will he be okay? It doesn't seem to cause long-term damage to the body. I've been tracking its effects for 3 seasons now. The toxin is flushed out of the body after 3 to 5 days, and it's not contagious. What that means for you, Geranium, since you're particularly susceptible to the toxin, you should be taking better pains to avoid exposure. You must go outside during pollen. Use a respirator. You got it, boss. As your literal boss, I'm ordering you not to come into work for the rest of the week. Alright, well, he didn't die. But I bet someone will die from it. Looking better. You're gonna love this new crop, Andy. It's called a pixie bean. They glow in the dark. I'm happy that we finally found something that could grow here that isn't soy, and more soy. Okay, good. But so, he's okay. But I feel like this is Chekhov's disease. I introduce it now because it's gonna kill somebody later. Or me. What's up, Tan? Hello, Andy. If you're not occupied, could I ask you for your assistance in the lab? Typical Tange, but her asking for help is something so rare that you can't help but head over right away. Find her hunched over a spectrometer, making notes on a holoscreen. Oh, you're here. She looks like she's been awake for days, wrinkled, a little shiny, and with the wild-eyed look of someone who needs a cup of blep tea. I came as soon as I could. Researching the shimmer, the respiratory illness some people report during pollen. I'm loath to admit it, but I need your assistance. Well, Tangent, you called the wrong guy. I know nothing about this. I need recent saliva samples from both you and your father. There must be a reason why he's so susceptible to the shimmer and you're not. You share half of your genetic code with him. There must be some marker we can compare between the two samples. Okay, so we're just giving her spit samples. Hans looks at you very seriously. There's something going on here. Something really, really big. I've begun to realize this is more than just curing a disease. He squeezes our hand, unlocking the secrets of the shimmer, who it affects and why. It could lead to a greater understanding of all life on Vertumna. And knowledge, it's control. Uh-oh. Tangent, you're going off the rails now. Are you okay? You seem unhinged. She does seem unhinged. I feel like this will come back to bite us later. But I also want to be supportive. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you. I've been researching so hard I think my eyes are going to fall out of my head. And for what? Okay. Yeah, see, this is interesting. So she likes it, but we got +1 helped Tangent, which sounds good, but may not be good. And +1 to Shimmer Cure, which does sound good, but I don't know. It'll come back later, I'm sure. Sure of it. Let's go organize. Work in the depot. It's another meeting of the Secret Funtimes Club. It's your job as Vice President of Fun Ideas to figure out what we're doing today. Tangent, join us. What's that smell? You think she means someone farted, but then you can smell it too. It's like burning mustard or spices. Uh-oh, something exploded? That keeps happening, Mars says with a shrug. Like the same time every afternoon. Nobody knows why. It's a mystery. She and Tange look at each other and then at you. A mystery? I do want to find out what it is, but this also could be something that gets someone electrocuted to death. There's a mystery afoot, and the SFC is going to solve it. Cal sniffs the air. The smell's coming from that vent. I can sniff it. There could be toxic gas. We could get a schematic and see where the vent leads to. Pulling it off the wall sounds dangerous. Let's see where it goes. You pull up a schematic of the ship and track down where this vent goes. It takes a snaking route around the ship and connects to the kitchens. Oh, okay. It smells awful in here. Antecedent is here, fanning the nanoprinter with a cutting board while it belches out smoke. Oh gosh, kids, don't come any closer. This darn nanoprinter's on the fritz again. Everything that comes out is awfully burned. Every gosh darn day. The lights are flickering here, too. You take a closer look, there's some kind of black dust near them. That's weird. Little clumps of it are stuck to the wall and ceiling, all around the outlet and the back of the nanoprinter. When you put your hand near the black dust, your holopalm makes your hand tingle. Electromagnetism, Tangent confirms. The ferromagnetic materials in our holopalms are reacting to the presence of magnets. I think it's in this dust? Interesting. So it's not just terrible cooking, which is what I assumed at first. Antecedent shoos you out of the kitchen. Out, out, go play somewhere else. We've got supper to prepare. You follow the clumps of black dust through the lounge, down a long hallway to the creche. It's quiet here, and you instinctively all walk softly and stop talking. The playroom is empty and dimly lit, except for the hollow projector with the teddy bear, the one that killed Tammy. It keeps flickering on and off. We're not brave enough to go in. We can make Mars go first. She is brave enough to do it, but am I putting her in danger? That's what the persuasion is for. As Mars steps in, all the lights in the room suddenly turn on. 2 musical toys start playing all at once, and a toy robot begins spinning. Huh. Tangent rushes forward, grabs a glass, and slams it upside down the counter. I caught it, she yells. You gather around to see. Under the glass are what look like 4 round metal things like ball bearings. One of them starts to roll. It advances to the edge of the glass, then rolls in a ring around the inside. Got antennae. Some sort of insect? The other 3 balls gradually wake and begin snapping their antennae also. I think we've solved our mystery. Sure enough, you find more magnetic black dust and something else. Tiny bite marks in the electric cord leading to the holo projector. What happened? Why did it open everything? Oh, wait. You can scroll back through all the text boxes. I didn't realize that. They must be feeding off the electricity, then storing it like a battery to use for self-defense, and the dust must be their excrement. Fascinating. Gross. Are these bugs why Tammy got killed? Because they were messing with the wires? We report our findings to Instance. She discovers these pests have in fact been siphoning off electric current from your ship since it landed, and are responsible for some dangerous power surges. One such surge must have been the one that killed Tammy. These bugs killed her. I'll never let them live. Thanks, Instance. All right, well, we got a memory about the weird smell. Lots of kudos. So it was local animal life, not just a random incident. Okay, this is a pretty good hand. We get 5 kudos if we hit 20. I mean, that's a pretty easy big score to get the super goal and get it extra organizing. Yeah, I want the stats more than the kudos, I think. Excellent. I still get 10 kudos. But we hit the perk on organizing. Equip an additional gear. Awesome. That is great. Yes. That's awesome because... Where's my stuff? Whoops. Ah, there. Gear. Aha. So, it could be that every bump we get in organizing will unlock another spot. I can put the photo phonoer in. Whoop. Great. And now we have a little more space to play around with it for the depot items, right? And I have 100 kudos. The emoji proji. Plus 10 to all of my yellow skills. Plus 2 to yellow challenges. It's pretty good. If I'm doing a lot of those. Cape. Oh, I still can't afford it, but that would be good. You know, I could get 2 of these. I could get the emoji proji. I don't know. It's tough. Tough call. It's like, I kind of want to have more bravery. There's been a lot of bravery choices that I haven't been able to do, but I can't afford it yet. Okay, what if we started working on engineering? We got that unlocked. Haven't really done much with it, but it gives me 2 reasoning, which there's been a lot of reasoning things too, and I'm just not smart enough to do them. So bumping that up would be helpful. I think the engineering stat could also come in handy. And then Tangent will like us. And I like Tangent, even though she's kind of acting like a supervillain sometimes. The one thing that I would really like to get my empathy up, because I feel like as a person, that's one thing that I am good at compared to all these other things. But it's not really a great, like, task that bumps empathy. It might just be an overtime thing. I don't know. But let's do some engineering. It's been a while since you've taken a physics class. You wonder who they got to teach it after Hal died. He was the teacher back on the ship. Who could possibly replace him? Congruence. Of course, it's been a while since you joined us to learn about the grand world of physics. Okay. Today, Congruence teaches you about machine learning and the development of AI. Congruence has been part of your life for as long as you can remember. It's hard to imagine a time when people didn't have access to such a powerful, all-knowing intelligence. All right. So yeah, we get a +1 to our yellow cards now. But I'm getting a lot of blue cards instead. Boring. All cards to the right become 1. I can easily get a 4 of a kind. I can get the kudos for the goal. Yeah, I'll just take the 15. We'll get the kudos. We could have gotten 16. That's all right. I want that reasoning. I need to learn things. Okay, we have reached the dust season. I'm just going to do a quick sweep here, and then we'll take a break till next time. Everybody's moved around. Nobody has anything to say. See if Dis is up to anything. I haven't really talked to him this time. Dis is scrolling through a novel, completely checked out. He startles us when you tap his shoulder. Geez, Andy, he grumbles, gesturing to close his novel. You catch a few lines about a dragon before it disappears. Dis flips up his collar and turns away. Can't you tell when someone is busy? Does this interest you? Oh, giving him something. I wanted to ask him more about the book, but I cannot. I could give him something, but I don't know if he likes either of those things. This seems cool. If only he would open up a bit. Anyway, I'm going to stop here. Thanks for hanging out. Next time, we'll try and finish out this year and see if another big event happens, somebody else dies, if my dad gets sick again and dies from the shimmer, which is now another threat. Anyway, we'll find out soon, and I'll see you there.